Okay. So today we're going to talk about home event planning. And those steps we're going to follow through today are going to help you how to talk about fashion, beauty, and health products at the same time when you are doing events. I was sharing with you earlier that the more you follow the system, the easier it's going to be to you to share with more people, to have your agenda fuller, to have more appointments, to have more customers, to have more retail sales, to have more VIPs. And what is that going to result in? More new Opulence Global partners. So follow this system as simple as it is. So the first thing is you are going to do is to choose your event type. So step number one, choose what type of event you're going to have, right? So there's different types of events. I love to do one big event as an Opulence experience and then talk about my three verticals, because you never know what type of personalities you are going to have within your guests. So, but if you want to do a very specific type of party, that is awesome. So for example, the ribbon cutting event, which is one of my favorites to do, and I believe it's one of the most successful events, it's like your debut, right? It's your first event, is where you are going to call all your friends and family. It sets the importance of your new business, and it's like the launch of your business. You're launching your business. It's easier for you to talk to, probably 50, 60, 70, 80 people. People, like 20 people are going to show up. It's going to be amazing. And then we call it the ribbon cutting. You can actually have a ceremony of you, cutting the ribbon, opening the doors of a new business, creating the awareness with your friends and family that you are now in business. And the same thing you're going to do, you're going to show beauty, you're going to show fashion, you're going to show health. But we call it the ribbon cutting event. The fashion branding party is where you showcase our quality product fashions. For those who really love fashion, to accessorize their everyday lifestyle. So you can have, a table where you're going to display beautifully your products. Then you can have a flawless spa experience, which is where people are going to actually try your Fairy Flawless. They're going to see it and feel it and smell it and experience it and touch it. Those are probably one of my favorites. But people are in such a relaxed mood that there is no pushy sales type. And then we have our Fountain of Life tasting event that we create for guests who are interested in protecting and preserving their health. They can taste and test Fountain of Life. So remember, part of your first step was a taste and test party. I love the taste and test because it's me trying the product, it's me tasting it, is me saying, oh my God, I love this, and I love your watch and your jewelry, and it's just like a compound. So it becomes the Opulence experience. Like no one in the market has what we have. So step number two, you are going to choose a date. And when I say you're going to choose the date, is that you have the control of your agenda. You have the control of your planner. You have the control of when are you available to do the business. So that's why if you're doing it full-time or part-time, it's irrelevant, right? Because if you're doing it part-time and you can only work Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., then you know when you want to have your events. So you are going to drive your customers, your family, and your friends to Saturdays 9 to 5. So you're going to choose the event date. And when I say choose two dates that work best for you, is because we want to give two options to the people. And I am going to share with you the scripts today, and it's just going to be awesome. So I always try to choose a weekday and a weekend. So if people have work or, things with family, there's always options for them to choose. And then number three, I write down my guest list. So you're going to use your address book, the memory jogger from, remember on the chapter number 1, there was a memory jogger. And you can use your social media resources to help you populate the guest list. Do not prejudge. This is main key in our business. You never know who will be your next customer, what the person could become. They may not make a purchase right now, but they might have a fun and refer you to other people. So when they refer you to other people, that people can become a new hostess and, do another event for you, and so on, so. Invite people that you know, such as friends, co-workers, neighbors, family. no matter how small your venue is, even if you have a tiny little apartment, invite 20 people, because the statistics are proven that probably only 50% will actually attend, even after they have confirmed. So the tips I'm giving you today are going to help your business to have more people showing up, like increasing your chances of people showing up into your events, which is what we really want to do. Because as you know, nowadays people are so busy, they don't want to have this long, 5-hour events where they're going to attend and they're going to be sitting down listening to you. People are, in and out because they have a full agenda to cover. So you have to be able to create these beautiful events, max 2 hours in and out. Number 4, you're going to choose your location. Host your first event in your own home, because I believe when you do it in your home, you're just more confident, right? Or do it at a home of a friend. Just a familiar setting for you until you become more confident to go out and do it at different people's homes. And this way, people will be more comfortable and inclined to make a purchase. So the more comfortable and casual you make it, the easier it's going to be for you to connect with these people. So just some tips. It doesn't matter if you're doing your business part-time or full-time. You just need to plan and structure your time. It has to be a structured time, not a window, because you never know if it goes over. So if you only have 2 hours, then you're not going to do a 5-hour agenda, right? You just make it 2 hours. And then, let's have some time for people to network. I've done events and parties where people are just like 6 hours and then it becomes a party after that. But, I'm in and out within 2 hours. They can stay, they can drink if they want after, that's their choice. But my part of the work is done within 2 hours. So your event should last no more than 2 hours. And if you have children, you have to arrange for a babysitter in advance. You have to arrange for your pets to be out of sight and your furniture free of pet hair. Like, make sure you have a nice, clean environment, Take a look at the bathroom, that everything is it's organized. If you're renting a spot, for example, in a community center or something like that, or a room or a hotel, then, it's a different setting. But if you're doing a home party and somebody is hosting the event for you, if you don't know the house, make sure you let your hostess know. Like, do you have pets? Make sure they're out of sight. If you have kids, try to arrange for a babysitter. Like, it's a time for adults, right? So we just want to make sure that it's just taken care of. So there's a beautiful checklist that, I told you before that the Prosperity Book is very interactive. So you can make sure you have everything you need for your events. And the first thing you need to do is have placed an order of product for the event. So you have to have products to showcase or products to sell. That's absolutely your choice. Of course, your business tools and the promo materials, where you have your 7-minute presentation, your 7-minute Opulence tour, your lookbooks, and of course your brochures. You have watched all the videos, that you are familiarized with what it says on the videos. You know what are the most frequently asked questions. And of course, you have created your guest list, and then you can write down your option number 1 and your show option number 2. Why? Because I want to make sure that, if I am calling to Maria, let's say, and Maria says, oh, you know what, but Friday I'm already busy. I said, no problem. I have another one on Saturday morning. So she might not come to Friday evening, but she might come to Saturday morning. So I always have different options. And the reason why I love hosting myself is because if I have 5 different people that don't know anybody, that's fine. I can create my own home party. Remember, I always share with you that you have to work smart, but not hard. Do you rather have 5 different appointments of 1 hour or 1 appointment of 2 hours with 5 people? So it's just a way of how smart you are to arrange your time. And I absolutely love doing events because of that, because I just get to see more people in the same amount of time. So here's the script. And I love it because it's in your book. You can customize it. You can choose what you want. You can put in your words, your personality, but this is just that you are in business for yourself and you want to share the excitement about your products, your business, and your new global expansion with everyone. Call each person on your guest list in advance and customize this script provided with the event type, the date, and the location. Okay? I always share, and I believe I have said this to you before, if you don't know a script, read it over. Even if you're on the phone, and you are reading and just be excited, you know. I always say to people, why don't you just go up and down the stairs? Be a little excited. And you know, when you are calling someone and you're not excited, people can feel it in your voice. So here is the script. And here's how I say it. Hey, Mary, it's Danny. How are you doing? Do you have a quick minute? If she says no, parenthesis, if she says no, don't keep on talking. If she says no, that's fine. Then you just book another time with that person. But don't you hate when somebody calls you, you are in a rush and they call you, they just keep on talking and you're like, okay, I told you I'm having dinner, you know, why would you just keep on talking? You were just giving them the courtesy of picking up the phone. So always, you know, never continue the conversation if they don't have the time. This is really important for you. So you have to care about who you are calling. So I have recently launched my own fashion, beauty, and health business with Opulence Global, and I'm so excited to invite you to my ribbon cutting event. So if I'm new in the business, this is your first event, call it the ribbon cutting event. It doesn't matter if you've been in the business 8 years, or if you want to call it the Opulence experience. Like, then in here, you choose the type of event you want, right? This event is exclusive for my closest friends and family on Friday at 5. I have limited space and your confirmation is appreciated. At the event, you will have the opportunity to experience our latest fashion accessories, learn more about our professional grade skincare regimen, and taste the most powerful antioxidant available to protect and preserve your health. So I pause. If the person says, oh, you know what, Neil, I'm so sorry. If Mari tells me I am going to be busy Friday at 5, you say, okay, no problem. I actually have another date open for Saturday morning. So when you offer 2 date and time options to the guest, if they have a busy schedule, they will have the opportunity to choose which date works best for them, right? So I'm sending you an invite tonight. Can I have your current email address? And then you can send them the invitation by email or by Facebook, whatever it is, your choice. You are very welcome to invite a friend. I always tell them they can bring a friend, because if I don't know more people, I just want to expand my network. So you're welcome to invite a friend. Just confirm who is attending so I can plan my event accordingly, right? So remember that you will get both yes and no replies. This is a normal thing. Do not take it personal and do not stop and get discouraged. Just be understanding, patient, and persistent. So you just move on to the next phone call. So if she tells me, let's say this is one of the very tough ones that are just super, super busy. They can't either Friday or Saturday. I said, okay, great. Can I write your name down for my next event? That way you have their permission, you know, to call them back for the next event. So the reason that I believe having a scripts work is because you are not saying or giving them more information than what they really need. So if they don't need all this lots of information about fashion, about beauty, about health, like if you give them so much information, you can overwhelm your customers and they are going to be just like freaking out. They just don't want to be in your event. So when you are calling them, you are excited, you are just like, oh my God, like you have to be in this event, you can't miss it, right? So I think that helps a lot. So for that, we have created the VIP profiles. We've been talking about them. Some of you have seen them. We used to have them even only for the Fairy Flawless. So what we did is we designed for every single vertical. And it helps you have track of your customers. What have they experienced? If they already experienced the fashion, now they would like to see the beauty, then of course they will naturally ask you for your health product. So it's just amazing. So these profiles were designed to help you connect and get to know your VIP shopper. So the profile is a way to store their information that is relevant to your business. It helps you to keep track of your follow-ups with the details. For example, what are their needs? What would they like to purchase in the future? What are their rewards? What have they earned? What is their product experience? And most importantly, of course, is their personal information. So it also helps to record which event they have participated. So let's say they went to a taste and test and they have never seen your fashion, or they have only tried Fountain of Light. like what's happening right now, it's that, you know, we have the biggest momentum in our business with Fountain of Life. And then there's going to be a point where you need something else to go back and connect with that person, not only with that person, but with the network of that person. So I use the profile for that. So when I'm calling the person, you know, with the VIP profile in front of me to share about the business and to confirm that that person is coming to my event, I use the following script. So I said, hi, Mary, this is Daniela, Opulence Global Partner. Do you have a quick minute? I know you will be coming to Vanessa's party this Tuesday, and I am so happy to meet you. Can I ask you a few questions so that I can customize your Opulence experience? So just a parenthesis here. This script is probably something you're going to be doing with someone you have not met yet. So this is awesome because I am connecting and I am creating a relationship with this prospect before I have even met them. So why am I going to ask these questions is because I want to create that bond, and I'm going to show you the profiles in a minute. I'm just using these questions as an excuse to create a relationship with a person so she feels comfortable to come. Because remember, there's going to be people that are not going to come to the party alone. They just don't feel confident to show up into a party alone. So what I want to do is have the information and the bonding of having a conversation and a relationship with the person so they feel welcome to come. I'm telling you, if you use your profiles before the event, you're increasing the chances of people showing up. So even if it's your ribbon cutting event, it's the first event you're creating, it's just your family, you have to make sure you create this conversation with them. It's a 1-minute conversation to confirm that they're coming and to ask these questions. Why? If I have these profiles ready before the show, it's going to make your life easier. You're going to know more about them. You're going to know what are their interests, what are their favorite colors, what type of person they are, what type of personality they have, if they have some, concerns in their personal health. Like, you're going to learn about this person. So it's going to make your life easier. So, Mary, have you ever tried Opulence products before? Oh, you haven't. So it's always pause. That's why there's, ... You haven't? Well, you are in for a treat. I want you to come prepared to relax and enjoy yourself. You're going to be a part of our Opulence experience and get a preview of our newest fashion collection. So tell me, what are your favorite colors, Mary? And then Mary tells me, yellow or blue or whatever, and I just write it down. I said, blue and pink? Perfect. At the event, you will also have the opportunity to try our Fairy Flawless skincare and taste our natural health product, Fountain of Life. Mary, are you currently using a skincare regimen? Oh, I see. You're using whatever brand they tell you. So, Clinique. Awesome. So which of their products are you currently using, Mary? And she's going to tell you. Okay, the cleanser and the moisturizer. Awesome. I really look forward to your opinion on our simple, Fairy Flawless skincare system. As I said, I will also bring our most powerful antioxidant Fountain of Life for you to try and experience the flavor. So, Mary, how would you rate your energy level from 1 to 10? 1 is very poor and 10 is very excellent. Okay, so you're normally like on a good mood. Awesome. And then you just write it down. So tell me, Mary, how is your mood? Are you moody in the morning? Are you like grumpy? Like, how is your mood normally? Oh, and then by this time, the person is opening with you, right? Okay, awesome. Do you suffer from any pain? How is your pain level? Tell me again, from 1 to 10. Oh, I am in so much pain. And then they start telling you, right? Awesome. Well, I want to remind you that this is a completely free event. However, I will have products available for sale that day. The event starts at 1 a.m. or 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., whatever time you decide, right? On Friday. I really appreciate if you could be there 15 minutes earlier, and we will be sure to start on time. I'm really looking forward to meeting with you. See you then. Bye for now. Do you see the level of my voice, how it changed? I am creating a conversation. I'm asking questions that matter to Mary. Okay? I am there for Mary. I want to know Mary. What are her needs? Based on her answers, I am going to prepare for Mary. So, Are you ready to look at our profiles? They're so beautiful. And I have them right here. So what I love about the profiles is that you're going to be, they are already in your back office, so I made sure they were there. You can download and you can either print two up, print them in nice cardstock if you want, have them ready. They are like half a letter, like half size of a letter page. And I think they are super handy. I store them in a nice box so you can have track of all your customers. Make sure you know how to work with them. And, you know, you have your personal information in the top. And then in the bottom, it asks them, you know, what's your occupation? Do you have any hobbies? And then by the time I meet them in the actual event, then I know a lot about them. So there is a connection. So when they show up and I see Mary, I am not a stranger to Mary. It's like, oh, yes, we talk on the phone, you know, and now you have things in common. Okay, so as you can see, number one, for example, we're asking them their favorite colors and accessories. It helps you include items for the event that have those features or complement them. So she said she loves pink and blue. So guess which necklace I'm going to show her, right? It's like, you know, I know pink and blue is your favorite color. Look at this. And she's going to go like, oh my God, I love that necklace, right? So now you have a connection. Number two, it asks them for style and bag preference. So it allows you to understand their taste and probably to bring items or show them items from your lookbook that are suitable to that particular style. So it asks them questions about their style. So for example, do you like a bohemian, casual? Are you like an eclectic, edgy? So because you have never met them, you don't know what type of styles would better describe this person. Are you preppy, minimalistic? You know, there's all these personalities, which I absolutely love, the styles. And then you can have a specific request. For example, let's say they're looking for a particular piece because they are going to be, you know, going to a wedding and they are looking for a particular piece. So now you know that you can show them a red carpet collection. So it depends on every person. And then of course, sizing is there for you to remember in the future. So if she's looking for a pair of shoes, now you know she normally buys a 7 or a 9, whatever it is. Or, you know, her ring size is a 6. Sometimes people even forget these things, okay? And then in the bottom, there's other interest. In all your profiles, there's other interest because she's probably there for a fashion branding party, but she's also interested in Flawless and she's also interested in Fountain of Life. And, you know, I believe that when you introduce fashion to people, they will be inclined to look at health and beauty for sure. So that's your fashion profile. Then we have the VIP profile for beauty, which is our Flawless collection. And this profile has the same information at the top, occupation and hobbies, because I want to connect with them in a personal level. And then I asked them about their current skincare, like in the script I just shared with you. The current skincare is an icebreaker. You wouldn't believe a lot of people respond soap and water, and those are my favorite ones. Because people do wash their face with soap and water, believe it or not. If they don't use a particular skincare regimen, that's what they do. And when they share it with me, I'm like, those are my favorites because when they experience Flawless, their skin changes immediately. They just fall in love with it automatically. So it's an icebreaker question, and it will lead the customer to discuss their skincare regimen, right? And then you can ask them about, you know, what's their skin condition or their concern. So you can understand their skin type, and of course, if they would like to improve anything on their skin, for example, like blemishes, if they had acne prone skin, dryness, like fine lines or wrinkles, firmness, redness, you know, all these type of different conditions that people can have. So it's helping you connect with them through that. And then number 3, like in the bottom, you can have their feedback after trying Flawless. So this profile is for you to use before the event, during the event, and after the event. So that's why this tool is so powerful. It's like a book of information of your client that you can have handy all the time. So in the bottom, it says, okay, so how is your skin feeling after the dual action hydrating cleanser? Is it firm, hydrated, oily, plump, soft, youthful? Like, how is your skin feeling? right? And then I always do like this. So how is your skin feeling? And then in the back, which I absolutely love, there's a 90-day follow-up system, because remember, our guarantee is for 90 days. So if they are actually buying the product from me, I want to make sure what? They are using the product 90 days consecutively. So with the follow-up system, it goes by weeks, and it has a space for you to write notes about the person. So let's say I have the perfect excuse to call Mary again next week and see how is her skin feeling. And I tell them in advance, we have a 90-day Fairy Flawless Beauty follow-up system that I want to make sure, that you're using the product in the right way, that you're seeing the results. I would like to even, have your photos taken of the befores and afters. We have an amazing testimonial page where customers are sharing their personal experiences about the product. And then in the bottom are their interests. Because remember, my customer right now might have experienced Fairy Flawless, but they probably haven't tried Fountain of Light. So you can have all your profiles together as you go. And if the person is only being introduced to fashion, now I have the perfect excuse to introduce them to my other vertical, which is beauty, or my other vertical, which is health. So it's just, again, a conversation. And then your health profile, which I absolutely love as well. Number one, it asks you about, it shares the antioxidant benefits. So we are going to educate our customers on the benefits of antioxidants. So I asked them, for example, there are many studies that show the benefits of high-performance antioxidants towards many concerns. So check all that apply. So for example, it promotes heart health. So if they have a heart health concern, they are going to market. Breast health. Healthy glucose metabolism, supports our well-being, benefits colon health, supports prostate health, supports health body weight, provides anti-inflammatory support, benefits the appearance of hair, reduces hot flashes. So whatever, if they are concerned, I'm not asking them directly, I'm just sharing that antioxidants are good and supporting these concerns, right? Number two, supplements. In general, the person is already taking a supplement. So if they're using, vitamins from the counter of a pharmacy place, then they can write you there. Yes, I take, let's say, vitamin C every morning, right? And then it asks them about their general health. Understand their current health level, which can be used as a reference for follow-ups. Because, for example, it says, how is your energy level? So Marty already told you that her level of energy is excellent. So she's a 10. Right? But she probably is in a lot of pain sometimes. Every other week she gets a knee pain because she had an accident 5 years ago. So when I am using my number 4, which is the 90-day follow-up system, and she's like, you know what, I haven't seen a result, then I can ask her, remember you shared with me that your pain level was 2 every other week in your knee because you had an accident 5 years ago? How is your knee doing? Now you have the perfect dialogue to go back to that person. And of course, other interests. Because maybe, she's going to go to a wedding next month and she could probably be looking for a nice necklace to match her dress. Are you loving this? I really love it. So I'm going to escape a little bit here to read the chat. I know you've been texting there. Awesome. So Ifra has been planning her lunch party for April 7th. She has an amazing poster done. Yes, that's the invitation that I'm going to share with you later. But she saw it. She took the photo from there, put her photo, and now she's inviting everyone. I love it, love it, love it. Is this checklist available? Prudence, I'm telling you, this is better. This is going to be a part of your book. It's there, so you can use it anytime. Isn't that awesome? I love this. So you're an expert. Thank you, thank you. This is, should we not put them in our DOM box? You could. Just remember, the demo box, it's a little smaller. So the demo box is more just the profile with the information from the customer. And the demo box, what I love about it, which, by the way, there's a surprise coming as well, is that the demo box helps you to track when to call the person. But it does not have all this information from your VIP. So it's just 2 different boxes. My demo box helps me to keep myself accountable of who am I calling on which day, whether it's a prospect, whether it's a new partner, or if it's a VIP. But if regardless of which stage that person is in these 3 categories, I need to have more information about that person. So I love it. The Beauty and the Health VIP program is not available to download. Yes, it is actually. It is available, the 3 of them. Danny, the Beauty come up as error. Okay, Erin, thank you for letting me know. We checked last night. Probably there's some errors there, but I will check it again. I love that you are already online going to check this. It's awesome. Awesome. So, there's a 2 Q&A. Okay. What size are these profiles? Is there any way they could be made the size of forensic cards? No, they have a lot of information. So forensic cards are a lot smaller. These are half letter. And the reason why I love them is because they perfectly fit on the, the traditional boxes, and they have, pretty good, decent space for you to write. So the VIP profiles on the forensic box are a little smaller. With the IBAN checklist on the VIP, yes, I already said that. Sorry, I'm just answering as I read. So yes, you can, I believe we have to become very resourceful. And you can attach it, staple it to the VIP card to have your information ready. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, you can just use it like reverse way, on the width instead of on the height. So you can stack them even in the same box of the forensic, just horizontally. I love it. If you pay attention to your business, it will pay attention to you. Absolutely. Saturday training is a must for me anywhere I am. Thank you, Abdul Razak. Even if you're driving, I love it. So, are you ready to continue? How are we doing so far? We are at slide 15. Are we good to go? Share with me. I have great surprises still, but I know it's very, very extensive training. So, awesome. Okay. So I am going to close the chat and going back to presenting. Okay. So after me sharing with you the VIP profiles, the next part is the event invitations. So when you send out the invitation to your guest, you have to do that, of course, immediately after you have this phone conversation. It could be email, it could be social event creator, like, how you can create events on Facebook, for example. I love using Eventbrite because it keeps me track of who's seen the email, who has replied, who hasn't seen the email, blah, blah, blah. You can use Facebook, social media. It helps you keep track of the guests. People can start, to have a conversation there as well. So you have to include the time, the date, the location, the RSVP phone number, or the email. And of course, if you live in an apartment, you may want to include directions and the buzzer code if applicable. So I always do confirmation calls that are part of the pre-event planning. Make sure you call your guests 2 or 3 days prior to the event to remind them. And of course, when I call them, 2 or 3 days prior, that's where I ask the questions about the profile. So I make these questions to increase the chances of them showing up. So if they were like, whatever, like if I'm not feel like going, then I just don't go. But now it's like, I know Vanessa can count on you for Saturday morning, for example. So they are going there to support their friend Vanessa, but now they have a bond with me. So this is a great opportunity to share your excitement about the show, the special guests, the new products, and it's just, a 1-2 minute conversation. So it really increases the chances for them showing up and connecting with you. So next topic, how to display your products. So number 1 is you are going to use your own taste and personality. I always share with you, just keep it simple. Use your fairy boxes. It makes them look so pretty and professional. Don't use like that many boxes, but we want the focus to be on the actual product. You can choose a table, from the kitchen or the dining area to accommodate the size of your inventory. You have to have your Opulence tools display. and has them to use proper elevation for better presentation. So I even use the boxes to give, some different types of levels, and I always have my mirrors in there so people can, oh, I like this necklace, let them try it on. If they are going to be experiencing flawless, then I already have the table set up for them so that they can try all my products, and one mirror for everybody, like everybody can have their own. You can review the checklist that I'm going to share with you now. Display, set up the back from your table to see how it looks from further. Sometimes, if we are there, we can see it. So you go far, you look at your presentation, you love it, or if you need to, elevate some products. And then you incorporate in here, of course, your beauty and health products. And then you keep the food and the refreshment separate. Like, I don't like to mix both of them, because you're going to serve the refreshments at the end of the presentation. So the guests are paying attention on your products, not on the food, not on the whatever cookies and the coffee, right? So they will have the time to mingle when you do the individual closings at the end. So I have my display ready. My products are there. People are going to feel like coming and seeing and touching. People like to have a very, very good look of the product. So this is a checklist. It's also available. Remember, this is like kind of a copy of the book, so you are going to love it. So what do I need for my display? So first, we need background music, some instrumental like jazz or classic. Your VIP tools, of course, your brochures, your banners, your launch forms, or VIP order forms. Of course, you might have your towels and your headbands for your beauty event. If you're sharing a fountain of life, those little small paper cups you can have for people to taste the product. You have to have a clean home, like a clean venue, that it's tidy, that it's fresh, that there's towels in the bathroom for guests to use, like all these little details. Then for your display, you have to find a good spot with like a nice lighting, or if it's going to be in the evening, make it on the dining table where you have enough light for your products to show. And of course, use your boxes for a professional display. Gift bags, so include your books and everything there. We're going to talk about gift bags a little later. You have your laptop if you're going to, of course, connect it to a TV to show the videos. Mirrors, your prices, make sure you know the prices of your products, or if you have lookbooks and you are in an international market, know your margins so you know what type of VIP promotions you are going to share. And then, of course, keep the food and the beverage simple. Serve them after the product presentation. Your selection, make sure you have different types of fashion pieces and a variety of prices, and a tablecloth. Don't you love this? I really love that. This way you make sure you don't forget anything. So how does the event procedure start? So first of all, you have to be a product of the product. So you are going to be dressing for success. And if you're going to have a casual show, just wear business casual, but just make sure jeans are not recommended. So I always share with you that you are the face of Opulence. So when people get to know you, she's an Opulence Global partner. So they don't know other than you, right? So you have to be a product of the product, wear your fashion, your bells, your shoes, your purse, whatever it is, right? You have to arrive at least 1 hour early to set up everything in place before the guests come, and make sure the place is clean and tidy. And then you start exercising like and trust while you are going to be welcoming the guests for about 15 minutes, because remember, you already told them to come 15 minutes earlier. And then you're going to ask questions about FORM, which is family, occupation, recreation, money. Now it's your time to do like and trust and get to know them more. Then you're going to sit them down, whatever they're going to be sitting, and then you begin with introductions. So take 5 minutes to introduce, your guest. And of course, that's where you're going to do your 2-minute story that some of you practiced last week, and I know you all have it written somewhere and you just know it by heart, so make sure you do that as well. And this time you're going to share why you joined the company, right? You just share the business, the benefits of your business, and then you use the first side of your 7-minute product showcase brochure. So you have to have your brochures in there with you. Okay, then you're going to briefly explain each product vertical. you're going to plant the seeds for future events. So depending on the type of event you're hosting, you're going to further explain that particular vertical. So if you are doing a fashion display, so you have all your table beautifully and you show the guests how the products would look. You let them try different pieces. You help the guests layer on different articles. Then you match the necklace to the bracelet to the ring. And then it helps them make the decision as guests to complement each other. I love the compliment area, like the compliment part, because if I don't know you, but all the people in the party are friends, which most likely they are because the hostess invite her friends, they are going to be genuine with each other. They're going to say, oh my God, I love that necklace on you. Or yes, did you see your face, how it changed? Like they know better than you because you just met them, right? So then you give them a lookbook and then they can browse other fashion items and you can have the Fairy Runway video in the background. Then if you're introducing them to fashion, you show them the Fairy Flawless video first and you let the video do the presentation for you. Right? Every guest should, at least experience this serum because that with the eye serum, people experience results immediately. But I love to share the entire regimen, to be honest with you. I share them how is the order of application, what are the benefits of each product, key ingredients, and then I allow the guests to follow along with their own brochure. So I give them a brochure and they can, follow me with their own brochure. And then when they finish trying the product, I make questions. So tell me, how is your skin feeling, right? Can you see a difference in your eyes? So I just make questions that they will provide me with a positive answer. So the more they give me positive answers, the more inclined they're going to be to shop something from me that day. So, my skin feels so soft from the first application. Do you feel it too? Right? So I am always asking positive questions. And then again, I let them compliment each other. Compliments are so important because people buy from emotions, right? And they are just happy and excited. And my friend told me it looks good. Like my friend would not lie to me, right? So I think it is perfect. And then, of course, if I am sharing health, first thing I do is I show the oxidative stress documentary video. And it takes 9 minutes. I let the scientists do the presentation. It perfectly explains why everybody needs to use Fountain of Life. Then after the video, I guide my guests with questions such as, do you have any pains and aches from inflammation? Or you share with me over the phone that, your mood is on, it's very poor, or you are on a high energy level, or whatever answers they told me over the phone. So are you worried about the free radicals in our environment? I just make these random questions that are going to give me what? Positive answers. So I allow the guests to try their first dose of Fountain of Life, and they can choose to mix it there if they want to use water or they just want to have it straight and feel the woody taste. I tell them in advance. Remember to manage expectations. I'm not going to tell them, oh, it tastes so good. No, I have to tell them that it's bitter, that it tastes like wood, that they have to experience it on their own. And then they can mix it with juice and water if they want to, right? Then you can talk about it, that it will protect and preserve their health by using it topically and ingesting it on a daily basis. So it's just a simple way of me sharing Fountain of Life. Then at the end, everybody loves the special offers. Do you agree? So I introduced the special packages at the VIP Rewards program on the second side of the 7-minute product showcase brochure. I include the VIP shoppers welcome bonus with your guests to earn extra free products. So then I do the shopping time. So this is where I do the shopping time, which people love. So I help each guest create their own account. It is taking action in the moment. Talk about your payment methods and explain that you will be helping them individually at the end of the show. So if you're helping a host or hostess at their event, you have to thank them, right? So when I thank them, I brought here I'm telling you, I use the mirror, and that's why I put the photo there. If you've never seen these mirrors, have you seen them all? They are branded. They are like super high quality. This is like the perfect gift, whether you are a man or a woman. Like everybody would love this product. So you can either wrap it like this in a nice cello bag or like this, and then put a big bow. Make it look like $1 million gift. So what I do is after I have show with them the different verticals and, our price ranges and our sets, then I give the hostess a gift. A host or a hostess, whatever, if it's a man or a woman, doesn't matter. I give it in front of their guest, and I say, you know what? So today, let's say it was Vanessa, right? On the script is Vanessa. So I said, Vanessa, thank you so much. I have a gift for you as a thank you. And I also brought you something that I personally love. Let me just open it here. It gives me so much success that I just want to share with you. I am really passionate about this. Let me just open the little box here so you can all see it. Most likely, women will be enticed to make parties for you. So when I am giving it away, I am wrapping my bags like this, and I put a little bow, with lots of tissue paper. So it's just a gift for my host, right? So when I am there and all her guests or his guests are there, 10, 20 people, 5 people, whatever it is, even if it's 1 or 2, I come with this beautiful gift bag, and it's for free. It's a gift. So if it has a bow, this is just a tip I'm giving you. When you put a bow to something, people feel it's for them, right? It's a gift. So the bows make a difference in how you make them feel with it. And I think I have shared with you before in other trainings, I always use my own products because I want to make sure they are going to go back into my website to buy what? My products. So if it's a hostess gift, I either use the mirror, which it also fits on these beautiful bags, or I always use the posh earrings. So pearls, you can never go wrong with pearls, right? So I can display it like this, put it in a nice cello bag with a big bow, or in your fairy bag, and I wrap them nicely and I give it in front of everybody. So then I tell the host how much I appreciate them for opening the doors of their home and sharing this event with their friends. Because for me, it's important they are sharing their friends with me, right? So you have to be very thankful with your hostess. Discuss the benefits of being a host. So I said to them in that moment, and as a thank you for sharing with your friends, just so you know, Vanessa is earning an extra 10% on all your purchases. It's them getting a free gift and extra 10%. Now, guess what? Everybody wants to be a host, right? So then at the individual closing, I offer each guest the opportunity to choose a date and host their own event. So I want to make a parenthesis here. When people do the system this way, your agenda is never going to be without bookings. Because one host is sharing with another host, and that host is sharing with another host, and that, you see? So my goal in one event is having hostess for future events. Because if I don't have events, I don't really have a business where I am sharing and showcasing my products with more people in less time. So I really want you to see this. If I go to a party and I meet 5 people, and out of those 5 people, 1 or 2 becomes my future hostess, I have 2 new shows for the next week. And then from those 2 shows, I'm going to get 4 shows. You get it? And then from those 4 shows, I'm going to get 8 shows. And then from 8 shows, I'm going to get 16. So you will never be out of events. I love it. As you can see, I'm very passionate about this. So don't forget to do a proper individual closing and ask for the sale. And I'm going to teach you how to do individual closing in a minute. So you have to always refer to your VIP profiles to update each guest information. So I love that this is going to be filled also during the event. Remember, I told you you're going to use it before the event, during the event, and after the event. So after it finished, the event, I review the total sales, right? And then I share with my host. And I show them the rewards they have earned. So if they sold, $1,000, I share with her that she's going to receive $100 in shopping credits because her friends bought, right? And on top, she got her free gift from me. So she feels super special, right? Then I share the business potential with her and set up a time to follow up. If she's interested on looking this as a business because she saw that, her friends bought and she could have made 30%, then she could become potentially a new partner. So I'm always sharing with my hostess, right? So then you might want to launch your own business and start a journey with me. Or you might want to stay there as a VIP and keep referring me to new friends. So it's always giving your customers the chance to choose. Whatever they choose is good for me. I just don't disappear from the map. Whatever you choose is good for me. What do you want to do? Do you want to shop? Or do you want to become a VIP? Or you want to become an Opulence partner? Or you want to keep on receiving 10% from your friends? Or you want to do another party in the next season? Because, there's hostess that I'm telling you, they just love to share. They will do 4 shows for you in a year. How good you treat them, they can just be there to share with their friends because they love to party, they love to receive free products, they just don't want to do a business. Eventually, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how long it takes, eventually your hostess is going to be your best partner because they learn to do the business through parties, through events. So they are like the best. So I'm going to give you some selling tips. So the first selling tip is be a product of the product. If they see everything you're wearing is from your company, they go, oh my God, I wanted it. So the selling process starts with what was your first purchase. Because when you did your first purchase and you saw this necklace and you fall in love with it and now you're using it, that's where your selling process really starting. So now you're sharing stories with excitement, like, oh my God, you should have seen me when I bought this. Like, I love it. I just wanted it right away. So it's always important, right? Oh, what happened? 1 second. Can you see my screen? Something happened on my end. I love that. I grew up learning this industry because my mom was one of those amazing hosts. You see, people love to host parties. That I'm not joking. It's awesome. Something happened with my computer. 1 second, please. I think my screen went just white. There we go. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My computer went just... Where are we here? Selling tips. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So when you share stories with excitement, people make decisions based on a feeling, a need, or an emotion. They do not go through a logical process where they're going to say, oh, do I need this? Do I want it? How much it costs, right? So here's where building like and trust comes in. Because if you had built like and trust with that person and then you're sharing excitement stories, next thing is going to happen is you're going to have this conversation with the person and she's just going to be asking you to, how can I have my hands on this product? So you can use the Facebook testimonial pages to bond as well and show them real results with your products from real people. And that probably would have the similar things happening to them. So they are going to resonate more with people that your persuasion skill. So if you don't have this persuasion skill and you feel like, okay, I'm not a good salesperson, but you share other people's results, they might be able to resonate with them and make the process easier for you. So when people buy products, they really buy your enthusiasm, right? So when I am excited about it, they're just buying my enthusiasm. Connect with your guests from the heart. Your goal should not just be try to sell them a product, but to establish a long-lasting relationship. So when I am there, I'm not there to sell anything at the party at all. I'm just sharing my enthusiasm about my products and then people get excited as well, right? And then I upsell. And that's why I put these photos here, because when you see our amethyst collection, for example, you just feel like, okay, if you liked one, guess what? We have this small one for another piece, and then we have bracelet, and we have the ring, and like you just help them suggesting matching pieces, for example, in the terms of accessories that may like because they have a particular style. Okay, and then you can suggest, of course, Fountain of Life and Fairy Flawless, you know, as a total protection regimen, using, for example, other customers who bought this also like this, right? So the lookbook, now that it has so many products in one page, for example, when you are sharing, then guess what's happened? That's exactly what happens, that they see other mix and matching pieces that they could actually buy. And then I review the 90-day satisfaction guarantee for Fairy Flawless and for Fountain of Life. And then the best part is that if you know your profit margins, you understand the promotions you can offer. So for me, bringing a pair of earrings, right, or a fairy mirror, it becomes irrelevant, really, the value of it, because my value is treating my customer right? And then I encourage my clients to join the VIP rewards program, so there is incentives for them right away. So ensure all guests receive a gift bag. This will have all your marketing materials, your lookbook, your business card, your brochures, they all properly labeled with your name, phone number, email, and your website. Add some fairy candies and make it look like $1 million gift by adding a bow. I'm telling you, the bow works. So I brought one here as well. I'm going to show you. So I put the little gift bags like this, and I bring them already wrapped nicely. And then once the clients come in, I give one to everyone. So I put a lookbook so they can browse their sales, right? You're going to put your Fountain of Life brochure, because even if you're doing a branding party, like a fashion branding party, you're not talking about Fountain of Life, guess what's going to happen if they see this? They immediately are going to ask you about it, right? If I am doing a Fairy Flawless party, then everybody should get one, right? So they can follow me. So when I am sharing with them the Quad AG, they know the ingredients, they know the prices, like everything is there for them. And then I always add the fairy candies. People love to have candies, right? And if you want to use it for you to put the gift, you can do that as well. And in the back, always put your label with your name, with your website, your telephone number, how easy it is for them to reach you. And every guest should receive a gift bag like this. So you are focusing on the value and the quality of your products. So when I am sharing with them, for example, I'm going to do the example with the earrings. And I am sharing, I romance my products by touching them. So I will share, for example, so if I am sharing the earrings, as you can see, they are amazing quality and they look so beautiful. Like I am touching the product. It's not there on the table, like do not touch my table, right? No, it's I am touching my product and I am presenting it to them. And I imagine that this is already theirs. It already has their name. And I'm going to give you a tip, because you already know who's coming to the party. To this gift bag, I will add a tag that says Mary. Remember how in the script we were talking about Mary? So I would put her name here. Mary or Vanessa, or what, like if it's the gift for my hostess, it would have Vanessa's name here, a tag or, you know, somewhere. Why? Because when they see, they don't know you, okay? And they see a gift bag with their name, guess what they are going to do? Oh, that gift bag has my name, so that's mine. So in their head, it's already theirs, even though you haven't even given it to them, okay? So it's just a little tip that, you know, how our mind works in terms of selling something. So remember, converting your guests into customers happen with promotion and service. Make sure to go over all the VIP bonuses and explain our concierge royalty service. And that's where the individual closing comes. Individual closing means you are going to talk about money matters with them separately from the group. because they are not going to share their finances with their friends. Most likely, if it's women, they don't want to know. They don't have, the money. They're not sharing those things with their friends. So money things, you have to talk to them individually. So every time you do an event, your goal is to have more bookings for the future. Remember, the more events you hold, the better and bigger your business will be. While guests are having refreshments, so that when I finish my presentation, I say, so Mary, now you can serve the refreshments, the coffee and the cookies you have prepared for your guests, and I am going to sit for the individual consultation. So just keep it simple. It doesn't have to be a big of a party. You can have juice, fruit, coffee, depending on the season, cookies or cake. That's where you're going to have time to sit individually at a different table with each guest and go over the specials, the items they loved, and the payment methods available. As to your guest, so I have my order forms in here. And I said, did you have fun tonight? That's my first question. Guess what are they going to say? Of course they're going to say yes, right? So I have my VIP shopper form. So all I have is this, probably, a calculator, your phone, of course, your iPad or your iPhone or your laptop where you're going to do the VIP orders. And then I help them place their orders, whether I do it for them and I create the account for them, or they can do it individually, right? So if the guests were introduced by a host or a hostess, ensure that you create the VIP account through the host or hostess link. So if the hostess name is, as I said, Vanessa, then I have to go to Vanessa's account and create the VIP under Vanessa's account. So Vanessa makes the 10% from Mary's purchases, okay? So she can gain the benefits of their friends. Offer guests the opportunity to host their own event. Share your excitement and explain how sharing with their friends and family can lead to receiving free products. Shopping credits valued at 10% of their friends and family purchases. Show your calendar and your available dates for their event. Let them write in the best option for you. So when I am sitting down, I said, so Mary, did you have fun tonight? That's absolutely awesome. So did you love, how is your skin feeling with Fairy Flawless? And then you touch your skin and she goes, you know what, my skin is feeling so soft, or I love Fountain of Light, like I'm really in pain and I would love to, take it every day. I said, great. So how many bottles would you like to take home tonight? And then she's going to say, okay, I want 2 to start, right? And then now you know what type of products you want. So if you're going to do the orders manually, you can use your order form. And then if you're going to do them online on the spot, then they can start creating their account and then choosing what she wants. Okay. And then I take out my planner and then I say, so are you interested in earning 10% on your friend's purchases as well? And she's going to say yes or no. Okay, great. So would you like to be a hostess? So when would be the best time for you? And then I book them on a tentative date and say, with the understanding that if the date doesn't work out, we can always change it. So I am there booking her future event, okay? And then I let the guests see that I am marking them in my planner. So I give them the agenda and they can see the options that I have. I said, all the pink circles are for events. And they say, okay, no, Tuesday I'm busy, but Wednesday, Wednesday, yeah, I think Wednesday, what am I doing Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday I have lunch and then I have coffee. Okay, yeah, I think we can do Wednesday evening. I said, okay, great. I have 5 or 7 p.m. And then they choose. Yeah, I think, let's do it at 7 so my friends can come. Okay, perfect. So Wednesday at 7. And then they write in my agenda the day they chose. What am I doing? Team, get excited, because what they are doing is they are committing to it unconsciously, right? And then I help them place the order. So just what if they, they need more time to browse the lookbook because they probably didn't have enough time. Now you have the perfect excuse to keep on calling them. Then if they are interested about the business, I book a coffee appointment for those who really want to learn more about the business. And I meet with them as soon as possible, within 24 hours. So can you go for coffee tomorrow or next week? So I am always creating this follow-up system that whether they are doing a party or they are joining the business, they could even join the business before they actually host a party, right? The reason why I love to host the party first is because I want you to put yourself in the shoes of your customer. So if you are buying this pair of earrings, do you see yourself selling them? Because you have bought them in the first place. But if I don't buy anything, What are my chances of really selling the product? You know the answer, right? So why I am in so much passion about this is because my first approach is for them to love the products the same way I love the products. Remember, your sales start with your first experience. So if I love it, will people love it? Of course. So with Fountain of Light becomes non-negotiable, becomes a conversation, right? Then after that, I genuinely thank everyone for attending, and I just don't be afraid to ask for the sale. So what happens after it, I'm going to share with you the script for the future event, okay? It's just simple, and I do the same script at the individual closing. I don't change it. It is exactly the same. So if there is 5 guests, I'm going to do the 5 scripts the same way, right? It is exactly the same. So the first question is, did you have fun tonight? Okay, great. When would you be the first, when would it be the best time for you to host an Opulence experience and invite your friends? And I have the agenda. I'm showing you the agenda right there in the photo. You will receive an exclusive gift, as Vanessa received today, as a thank you. And you can earn free products from 10% of all your friends' purchases. I open my agenda. I have available this date and this date. Which one will be better for you? Terrific. I have you down for 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday. So this is the hostess guide, and is going to help your Opulence experience be a success. Write the names and numbers of your guests, and I will write the date and time on you for you to show you now. You can start filling it in. So with this, she knows, oh, I'm inviting Juanita, Pedrita, Chuchita. I always use these names, right? Then she knows if she has her phone number, who's she inviting? Okay, great. When you call your friends, please suggest them that they come 15 minutes earlier, and that way we will be sure to start on time. Because she's going to call them first. She's going to call them before I call them, right? Okay, there will be beautiful products available for purchase. If some of your friends aren't available that night but wish to order products, their orders will also count towards your 10%. How about if I call you on, let's say, Saturday at 10 to get your lists? So her event is next Wednesday, so I'm going to call her on Saturday to get the guest list. Right? Was this clear for you? Okay, great. I use the lookbook there. Remember on the Super Saturday that I shared the technique of the lookbook? So what I do is I said, you are taking home one of the lookbooks that came in your gift bag, correct? If you want, you can start passing the lookbook with your friends. So if one of your friends can't make it, but she wishes to purchase, she can do the order from here. And then that order will count towards your 10%. So if after the event, if you didn't have access to the internet in the moment and you're going to do it after, just make sure you do that within the first 24 hours so that the person don't lose the welcome bonus promotion, right? So then you are sharing with them that if they decided to buy $500 in fashion, beauty, and health, they are going to receive 150 shopping credits. Then when I am home or in the evening or on my way out, I send out my thank you cards or my thank you emails, including photos of the show. And for me, this is the best part. When you are sending your thank you cards, it's just allowing you to create that bonding and connection that within 2 days, that person, 3 days, whatever, is going to receive her thank you card, is going to be super excited about it. Now she has a connection with you. Encourage your guests to redeem their VIP shopping credits as soon as possible. If they haven't done so already, these value guests can become regular customers if you follow up consistently. Because what's going to happen with this person that bought $100 now has $20 in her account? She's going to go and shop again, right? She's going to use the shopping credits, but if she earned $20 or he earned $20, what is she going to do? She's going to go and spend another $100. So on the $80, you're making your retail commission, right? So you stay in touch with your host and your hostess to book future events or to see, what are the interests. If you had guests interested in the business and have made an appointment with them, make sure you confirm 1 day prior to the date. So I always confirm. I call them, hey, just touching base, see you tomorrow at 10 at Starbucks. And they go, oh yeah, I had a coffee for tomorrow, right? So always confirm, make your time matter. So what are your targets? Talk to at least 2 new potential customers a day. And at the end of the month, you will have a minimum of 10 new VIPs of new people interested in hosting Opulence experiences for you. You're going to conduct at least 2 Opulence tours per week where you are sharing the business. You can use the one that's closest to you, like in our case, they're in Toronto. They're every Wednesday. Or you can power partner with someone in your area. And then you can launch a minimum of 1 new online shop a month. This is giving you the minimums. Because if you just met 5 people today, you think out of those 5, 1 would say, yes, I would like to do this business? Imagine if you're doing 1 event a day. Where will your business be? And you create a minimum of $200 in retail sales every month. Definitely, I could use $200 extra a month. What do you think? Right? So I'm going to make a pause here. It's 11:30. And I'm going to go see the chat because I know there's Q&A. So how are we doing? Daniela, did you say that all guests should be given a gift pack? Yes, I'm giving a gift pack. It's for the guests. This gift bag with all the documentation on the inside is for all the guests. Always make sure you add a candy. Candies are always good, or chocolates or whatever. I use the fairy candies because I like my gift bags to be branded. So I cannot do Saturday. Exactly. So whatever date is good for you. I just want to remove the excusitis from your head. You know, this sickness, it's been around. I call it excusitis. So excusitis is when you say, oh, but I cannot Saturday, I cannot Monday, Tuesday, I have the kids, Wednesday, I go to soccer, Thursday, it's like I'm busy all the time. So you have to find and allocate which time works good for you, right? Thank you, Mavis, thank you. So what's in the gifts for the guests? I already shared with you. It's all the documentation. Can we purchase? Yes, you can purchase fairy candies in your back office. They are in promo materials, I believe. Let me see. There's 4 Q&As. Can you add too much antioxidant to your body? Is it like addictive? I love that. No, there's no addiction. You see, I just believe that you have to find what's right for you depending on your weight. Because if not, you're just going to be wasting product. But since FOL now has so many good reasons to use it topically, to put it in your hair, to ingest it, it's just, you can't just never have enough. Susan says, I think it tastes like licorice without sugar. It sounds better and welcomes the taste of FOL. Absolutely. I would say the first time, allow your customers to take it straight, and then they can just, have a sip of juice or water if it's too strong for them. So Ryan is saying, with all this material, showcase gifts, marketing, how much is a good estimate of cost to set up a party? I would say, for me, I don't look at it at the cost of the party. If you have marketing materials enough for everybody, I would say you're looking at, depending on how many people, $50 maybe, yeah. Would you agree? $50 is good. You see, your party, unless you want to put, more I love in spring, summer, depending on your country. But in Canada, for example, where we have 6 months of winter, there's a lot of coffee and cake parties. But in summer, we call it spring party, spring spoon, garden party, pool party. You just call it the way you wanted it to call. Just be creative. But then you do, juice and fruit. But in winter, we do coffee and cookies. So it's really, don't look at how much it's going to cost you to do a party, because it really can cost you nothing. I'm just giving you the best tips so that you have the best from the party. Okay. Would you also include an order form in the gift bag? You could. Yeah, definitely. You can put the order form in the gift bag. And remember, if they are taking one white because they are going to host a party for you, but let's say Karen is not going to be able to attend the party, but she would like to buy, then you already put some extra orders in there. So I don't stop just, with one. You may want to include more. Absolutely. Yes, Ryan, if you do, for example, remember, I always share with you, be a retailer mentality. So if my brochures are cheaper if I buy more, I always buy the bigger packages. So we have created bigger packages for you so that you can save money. And I know shipping could cost a little bit more, but you're just saving money per item, right? And if you want to have, for example, one lookbook at the party and 2 or 3, what you can do is get the books back. If you don't feel like giving one to everybody because they're just not going to look at it, what you can do is say, okay, I can give you the book for the week, and then can I pick it up next week? What I don't like about that is that sometimes people, mismanage their books, and they could start looking not so nice and presentable. So I always like people to have a nice new book. And remember, this book is like for the entire year. So even if they're not ready to make a purchase right now, they might be able to do a purchase in the future, right? So Rosa Maria has another question. Will this information be translated into Spanish? Okay, Rosa Maria, yo lo voy a hacer en español para ti. All this information is not that it's translated. The prosperity book is really not translated into Spanish. It's going to be only in English, at least for now. But this information is so valuable that what's in the gift for guests, I already shared. You put your documentation. It's not that you're giving an actual gift. I just make it look like a gift. Depends on your party as well. I have shared with you, I have so much success with the pearls earrings because they are pretty. They're very good quality. Women love pearls. Everybody would wear a pearl of earrings, and they're just a nice, pretty gift. You can just you can use the box and then just a bow straight from this, right? Okay. Do we have any more questions? How are we doing? It's 11:30. Can you get more? Share with me, share with me. You are very quiet today. So we are like 5 slides to finish. Oh, you're very welcome, Suzanne. Okay, so we're gonna continue. This is just the hostess coaching section and the final tweaks for the party. So hostess coaching is very, very important because you wanna make sure when you show up at a party, you're going to have the best results, right? So you coaching your host is going to provide you with like the best results. So this is an extremely important aspect of a home branding party because it also sets the tone and establishes the mood for the event. So the hostess is a source of information, right? She or he is going to tell you everything you need to know from the guests. They know the most their friends, right? And they know what they like, what do they don't like. It's just the perfect person to tell you about the friends. But they need attention, right? Your hostess need attention. So they eventually could become your partners, but they just don't know it yet. So you have to help them host a successful party, and you have to be excited for them to earn more. Because if their party sells $500, great. But if it sells 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000, it's all about you coaching your hostess to sell more. So you have to be excited not for how much money you're going to make, but how much she is going to earn in VIP shopping credits. So your excitement is for her or him earning for free, right? So you're going to provide guidance on how to greet the guests, how to introduce them to you. Like she has to edify you. For the actual event, right? That you have to tell her that there's not going to be televisions turned on, kids playing around, the pets, barking in the living room or in the other bedroom. Like all these things, you got to tell them in advance. Coaching a new host starts at the individual closing of the previous event. So when I am doing the individual closing, my hostess coaching starts right there. Because I am inviting now Mary to host her own party, correct? I met her at I met her at Vanessa's, but Mary is now becoming my host. You get it? This way, they're going to be able to book their own show and earn their rewards. So my first approach is calling for the guest list, okay? So I arrange a time within 2 or 3 days to call that person to get the guest list. So they might have trouble coming up with a list, so always be a source of encouragement and be excited. So I always call them like this. I say, I'm going to use Rebecca now. I say, hi, Rebecca, do you have a quick minute? Great. This is Niela with Opulence Global. I'm just calling you for your guest list. Oh, and then Rebecca is like, oh, you know what? I only have 2 guests. I have been so busy. I haven't had the time. I said, okay, that's so great. You only have 2, no problem. Why don't you suggest that they bring a friend, right? So those 2 become 4. Perhaps there is someone from work you might want to ask. Then that's a 5th, right? What about your neighbors? I just give her ideas. So she doesn't, because she's ashamed that she only has 2 guests, because she promised me that when I call her, I was going to get the list, but she's busy. Remember, it is my party, right? I am the advisor. I am the one who wants to host the party, not her. She's kind of doing a favor for me. So I, as an advisor, or you as an advisor, have to take responsibility for the party. So I said, okay, you mentioned you have a sister, remember? Is she available on that day? Why don't I give you a call in 2 more days? You can let me know who else is coming. Sounds good? I know we will have a great experience. So that's my second touch. So first touch is on my individual closing. Second touch, when I call her for the guest list. If she doesn't have it ready by the time I call her, just be ready to give her a second call, okay? When I am building like and trust with the guest, because now I have the list, now I am going to do what? The profile in advance. So you want to make them excited about attending the event. Bond, ask about their skin, their health needs, what would they like to see, what are their favorite colors, whatever party you're going to be hosting, right? How are you building like and trust is asking them these common questions, right? Following the script and the profiles. You get to know their interests, get acquainted with them so that you will not be a stranger to them at the event. Are you excited about this? I am so passionate about this subject. And then I'm going to share the business opportunity. And this is where you connect with the host, because remember I told you the host doesn't know yet that she could become eventually your partner. So when I am doing the setup of the event, I review the VIP benefits with my host, and then I discuss the benefits of having their own business like you. So Vanessa, remember this is Vanessa's show. I can't wait for you to receive your exclusive gift this afternoon and start earning the rewards for shopping. So ask for referrals right there. So tell me, from your guests tonight, who do you think would enjoy sharing these products with a few of their friends and earn free products? Okay, great. Charlotte and Kevin? Okay. So she's telling me that Charlotte and Kevin could be what? Potential hostess. So it's in my head already. Okay. Now I'm going to offer the opportunity. I said, Vanessa, I'm looking for quality people to do what I do, to share and promote our brand. Tell me about each guest coming this afternoon. Who do you think would like to do what I do? And then she's going to say, I don't know, Maria. I said, okay, great. My next question is, how about yourself? Is a career with us something you would consider for you? And she's going to say, oh, no, like, I am super busy or whatever, right? Normally, they are going to come with an answer. I said, maybe you're right. However, I would really like you to watch me tonight. And then at the end of the party, I will ask you again. Maybe we can talk a little bit about it later. Because she probably told me she's so busy. Then, okay, we can talk about you being busy later. So now I'm planting the seed and she's going to watch me tonight. She's going to see how easy is my business. And at the end, when I share with her, we sold $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever, she's going to be like, oh my God. So I review the rundown for the event. I let her know when she's going to serve the refreshments, what are we going to do? And then I share with her, where are we going to put the stations? Okay. I said, so I will be doing the introduction in the living room. Will that work for you today? Great. Then we will have the demonstration in the dining area where we are setting up right now. At the end, everyone can go back into the living room for coffee. And then at that time, I will do the individual closing at the dining room table. Is that okay with you? Okay, great. So everybody's going to go to the living room to have refreshments, and I'm going to do the individual closing in the dining area. Great. As I am setting up, I ask questions about the guests, because remember, I am meeting new people that day. So now, Vanessa, while I'm setting up, maybe you can tell me, which of your guests do you think would enjoy a career in fashion, beauty, and health? And then she told me that Kevin and Charlotte can invite friends. So Kevin and Charlotte are going to be potential hostess. That means they might have a business interest in the future. Emily? Okay, great. I'll be sure to speak with her. Then I finish my setup and be ready to welcome your guest, keeping your presentation simple, and you will see the results. So this is my conversation when I am setting up, so that I am planting the seed to her to eventually look at this for a business purpose, and who of her friends she thinks could have the potential. So just in closing, I want to share why customers matter. So in any home-based business, customers are the most important people in your organization. They are the driving force of the industry. Product sales are where most of your residual income comes from. While you should always share the business opportunity with everyone, not everyone will be interested in building the business with you. When you share your genuine product experience, most people will want to purchase from you. As your customers use the products and they share their product experiences, their family and friends will want to buy from you. This is a cycle of selling through social sharing. Respect their decision to not join your business right now and build your relationship with your customers by providing them with our concierge royalty service. Follow up with your customers on a regular basis, and the customer will build their loyalty towards the products and you. Emotions impact shopping behaviors. Remember this, emotions impact shopping behaviors. If your customers like you, they will buy more from you, right? If your customers like you, they will buy more from you. I love this. They will refer others to you, and this loyalty will generate repeated sales and referrals. Through our customer loyalty VIP reward program, your customers will earn free products, while your business will grow, which makes this buy and sell experience rewarding for everyone. Remember, repeat sales keep your business afloat. Generating new product sales through referrals and new product launches will lead to more referrals. Business growth and steady long-term residual income. For every 4 new distributors in your organization, there should be a minimum of 20 new customers. Track your progress in your performance center in your back office and enjoy your retail profits. So it's a circle, right? So there is a product purchase that becomes like an experience of sharing, right? Could be social media, could be through a group, could be in WhatsApp, could be through a photo, could be with their friends or their community. And that experience sharing brings up referrals. The referrals bring up product purchase bring up experience sharing, and it becomes a cycle. So that's why you have to be very careful on why your customers matter. Okay? So, having said that, I'm going to go back to my main screen. Okay, so hi Daniela, great job as usual. Thank you, Teresa. I was not on the call last week due to another engagement. Would the prosperity book be available for sale? Yes, of course. It's going to be available for sale. I wouldn't suggest you to print it. It's like 100 and something pages. Every single Opulence Global partner is going to receive it in their welcome kit as well. So of course, everybody's going to have their hands on this prosperity book. It's amazing. Very excited. Simon Sinek explains why customers buy from you. He gets into the biology of it. I absolutely love it. Because you know what? I always have shared with you that your customers want to be in your space. So I'm going to go here into the Q&A. This book is probably going to be available next week. What would you suggest as a startup for a promotional material if someone is starting in a small community? Okay, first thing you do is, even it doesn't matter if it's a small or big. So you buy one package of this. I believe they have 5 books. One package of this. There is packages of 250 or 100, I don't know. And then Fountain of Life. This is at least the 3 materials you need. Fashion, beauty, and health. If you only want to buy the books, if you haven't seen it, in the back, there's beauty and health as well. So you have one spread for beauty and one spread for health. So even if you were to only use this as a tool, that's why I'm telling you, this is so powerful, right? And it's just getting into the biology of having all your products in one place. But if you are doing flawless parties, for example, where you are making your customers experience this and this, you can have just this too. The reason why I love this is because it's all in one and you have all your fashion included there. Depends on also on the market. So what I can share with you, for example, I am originally from Mexico. Most people might want to just look at the book, say, oh my, I want this product right now, right? So I love it. Thank you, Verlaine. Thank you. So include always your order forms, so a package of order forms. This you can print from your back office, photocopy. Why I love about this VIP shopper form is I made it so easy and simple for you to look at this. You have the best packages, the most common packages in beauty and health. If they want to just get shopping credits and decide how much they want to purchase. And then in the bottom, you have 5 spaces for 5 fashion items. And then it tells them right there, if they are doing this within the first 24 hours, guess what? They're getting free products. So if they buy $100, they get $20. If they buy $250, they get $60. And if they buy $500, they get $150 for free. I just get excited about getting free products, don't you? And then in the bottom, how they want to pay. The rules are in the back. And then in the back, if they want to become partners, they can just sign up for the package right there. They just have to choose which package they want. So it's just, you see, easy and simple. And the reason why I give it to all of them is because I don't know when am I going to see them again, right? My main goal is to see them again by them being hostess and getting a free gift for them. And if their friends can show up, that person is selling from me from the book. So I'm getting new sales, new customers that I am going to follow up. So when I call the guest and say, oh, you know what? Yes, Vanessa told me about the event on Saturday morning, but you know what? I'm not going to be able to go. I said, you know what? I'm so sorry, but I would really love for you to try the product. So when would be a good time for you? And then I book that person on a separate. It doesn't matter if she can't come to Vanessa's party. My intention is to book that person. It's going to count towards Vanessa, but it doesn't matter. I want to be available on their time, right? On the order form, what if they don't want to write down credit card and debit card information? Should I just send them the link to fill out the online instead? Yeah. You can do the order form with them in that moment. Absolutely. This is just, I would say, this is your backup plan if you don't have a good internet connection, like in some areas where it's hard for people to, be on the phone or whatever, but it's there, right? Yes, I know. Believe me, even myself, I can't wait to have my own prosperity book. It's so exciting. So do you have any more questions for me? The form is also good for group shipping. I don't know about that. Group shipping is really, I would say you would have to do it online. So the order form is for one person because you anyways would have to do the process online on your own. But if you're doing group shipping, what you're going to do is just put different forms, like one form per customer, and then just ship it all together. But the only way for you to calculate the shipping, though, is going to be through online, right? So depending on your market, more or less your shipping ratios as well. So if you are having coffee with a friend, do you give them a lookbook? Tracy, why not? Why not? Like, you see, one of the it's a phrase that you're going to find in a prosperity book, chapter 6, forensic networker training. It says, if you cheap on your business will cheap on you. Those are our amazing CEO words. If you cheap on your business will cheap on you. So don't cheap on it. You see, I had shared on the Super Saturday, what if you have 100 lookbooks out there, moving out there? Even if you're not doing events, if you have 100 lookbooks out there with people and order forms buying from you, it's just yourself moving. You can either do it one-on-ones with the lookbook or one-on-one sending your link. But what are you doing to promote your link is going to be the size of your business. Awesome. I love that. So how many you have out there, I don't know. If my customer is not interested, for example, in fashion, then that's fine. I'm not pushing them to like my fashion. But let's say they bought Fountain of Life from me today. When I'm doing a branding party, all my Fountain of Life customers are going to be invited, yes or no? Of course they are going to be invited, because yes, they bought Fountain of Life from me, and I never gave them a lookbook at that time. I probably gave them the Fountain of Life brochure. But what's going to happen after? When I can host my own fashion branding party, I am inviting them for sure. Like, oh my God, I'm hosting a fashion branding party. I know you are one of my best Fountain of Life customers. You're going to have so much fun, and you're going to be introduced to our best new products. Definitely that person is going to come to me. Why? Because I am introducing them to a new vertical, which is fashion. So when they come to my fashion party, they can all have their hands on my lookbook. So I'm not saying just give away the lookbook and do not ever follow up with your customers. No, the lookbooks are just not going to be given away just like that. You have to be very committed to follow up with your customers, and that matters. So absolutely. Daniela, you're an amazing job. Thank you, Maria. Thank you for explaining the simple and easy way. You are the best. Thank you. I am so humble and honored to do it for you. When you have a customer who ordered Fountain of Life, when is the best time to connect with them to see how they are feeling? What kind of questions would you ask? Well, if you see your health VIP, one second here. The Health VIP profile that I share with you, it gives you tips on what questions to ask. And in the back, you have the 90-day program. So I want to encourage you to call your customers every week, once a week. So if they are buying on Monday, you can say, is Monday good to call you every week to keep you accountable? So I would say, Liz, since today is Saturday, do you give me permission to call you every Saturday to see the result on the product? I know you're going to love it. So then you put in your demo box that every Saturday you're going to call Liz, because Saturday is a good day for Liz. And then you call them every week for 90 days at least. Then you can find another excuse to keep on calling them, right? So I just want you to have that connection with the person, because remember, probably after the second week or something, oh, you know what? No, I was so busy this week. I forgot to take Fountain of Life, and I noticed the pain in my shoulder started to come back. If you don't know these things, how are you going to connect with your customer if you don't know what's happening in their daily life? So if Vanessa decides to become an LA, but Vanessa is still on the fence, undecided whether she wants to join the business, how would that VIP to be handled to join? Well, I think I love this question, but I also love the answer. And I want you to think of it as yourself. I am a hostess. I have invited all my friends, but I decided not to join the business. Would I take credit from my friends? Yes, 10%. If at some point I decide to be an Opulence Global partner and join the business, would I want to keep my friends? Yes, right? Now I want to make 30% profit from my friends instead of 10% shopping credits. So I don't mind. Me as an advisor sharing the business? Absolutely no. So you have to be very respectful. And you see, when you follow your life with this saying, things are going to be easier. Do unto others as you would like others do unto you. Simple, right? If I was to join after my friends were introduced to this, would I want to have credit on my friends? Yes. But if I didn't make a decision of becoming a partner, why would I want credit on my friends? It's just simple. It's working with integrity, is working on a nice way, always with love, and that's all I want to share. So if the person doesn't know what decision to make, right now I'm not doing the business, that's fine. You're going to continue. You're going to move on. You're going to keep on sharing with these people, right? They are your customers now. If at some point in 5 years I decide to become a partner, then it's going to be a different story, right? So from my follow-ups, I found that my customers make sure to never miss their FOL. I love it, because now is you making sure they are taking FOL every day. It's making sure they are getting the new Fountain of Life next month. Is making sure that in 2 months they're ordering. So that's repeated orders, that's repeated retail profit, that's repeated increasing residual income. Always, always ask for referrals. That's the word of God. Yes, I truly believe, because we want to work with integrity and let, God speak through us. Absolutely. So what an amazing training today. And the timing could not have been more perfect. Thank you so much. I know Ifra, I was like, Ifra has to be on this training. She's planning her debut and it's going to be absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Let me share with you, Ifra asked me to be a guest speaker on Zoom and Heribana, and I said, absolutely, yes, I will be so honored. So if you ever need my help, please do not hesitate to ask for it. This is Daniela, your sales development manager, and nothing makes me more happy than be here to help you and to see you grow and to see your business grow. So thank you all so much. We finished right on time, 11:58. I know it was a lot of information. I know once you get your prosperity book is going to be awesome, because now you're going to have it right there. Can you please go over approaching new prospect customers, especially to share FOL? I don't understand how would I approach them, you mean? For Fountain of Life? Well, it depends on who they are, right? If they are your friends, you can just send them a text message or a WhatsApp message saying, I'm going to be in your area tomorrow. Are you up for coffee? And when they say yes, why? I'm working on a new project. I want your opinion on it or your input on it. And then when you meet them, you share, this is a new product. I'm building a new team for Fountain of Life, which is a natural antioxidant to protect and preserve your health. Would you like to try it? That's simple as a conversation. Always remember, it's only a conversation. Have this amazing product. It's an antioxidant natural health product, and I would love you to have your hands on it, to benefit you and your family. So thank you, Rosa Maria. You rock. Thank you. I love your watch. Yes, Kafina. Automatic. Thank you. It's the fairy. The women's one are not automatic. It's just, I love it too. I wasn't sure because I have tiny wrists, but when I took it to the office for them to remove the some extra clasp, it was like, I think we removed like 6 of them. But thank you for complimenting. You see, you be a product of the product. Awesome. Yes, get one. It's absolutely beautiful. And guess what? I'm super excited that, the cruise is sold out. So we're getting close to the cruise. Thank you so much. We're here to serve you. Remember that if you are ready to cruise with us, it's going to be absolutely amazing. And we are going to share with all the rest of you, what happens on the cruise is going to be our first conference as Opulence. So you're very welcome. It's beautiful. I love it. So God bless you. Remember, I always share with you, be a blessing. I want to share, actually, before we go, something that was shared to me this week, and I almost cry. So I'm going to share. It's just a phrase. It's very quick. I'm going to share with you. And I think if you lead with that, it's going to take you to a powerful, powerful week. So it says, sometimes the reason good things are not happening to you is because you are the good thing that needs to happen to other people. And I want to share with you that sometimes, and I'm going to start becoming a little emotional, you are that good thing that needs to happen to other people. So be that good thing for someone today. I always share with you, be a blessing for people on a daily basis, because you never know how the blessing is going to come to you in your life. Mwah! I love you all. Have a blessed week. And I'll see you next Saturday. Well said. Bye-bye.